What's up, you guys? Quaza here. Welcome back to the channel. Wanted to make a video here showcasing my catch cup team, and I wasn't able to catch that many Pokemon this season so far, so I am sticking with this team here. So Scrafty, you know, I don't have a Scrafty for Great League. This one doesn't have the best IVs, but it is the best one I have. I think it's like a rank 600. But it still works, and it's really strong in this cup just because it seems like there's a lot of kind of like Alolan Sand Slashes, Obstagoons, and Scrafty makes quick work of those. It also has a lot of kind of neutral matchups like here with Whiscash. And then I'm rocking a Alolan Sand Slash. I already have one kind of that's going to be for Ultra/Master League, but this one has pretty good IVs for Great League, so I thought, and it was pretty cheap to kind of power up, so and it does really well against Altaria. There's obviously a lot of Altarias around, so Alolan Sand Slash, really nice. And then I have Credilli. I don't know how to say that, but obviously there's been a lot of Lileeps around, so I was able to find one. It doesn't have the best IVs, again, but this is, I think it's like a rank 300, so, you know, it's really good, especially with the Bullet Seed, and being a rock type with Stone Edge, it offers a lot of interesting coverage, and it actually does pretty well even against kind of like Skarmory. You know, the Stone Edges take about like a little less than just half of its health, which I think you'll see in this set. So Alolan Sand Slash against, so he brings in a Hypno. We're resisting the confusions. I get a lot of lag there. Gonna get off this Ice Punch. This is gonna do some pretty nice damage to the Hypno. Hypno is so tanky. And then I bring in the Credilli. So we're gonna resist a lot of these elemental punches unless he's running Ice Punch, which is pretty uncommon. So we should be pretty safe here. We're gonna farm up a little extra. He's getting off another move here, probably another Fire Punch. Not gonna do too much damage. And then we're gonna get off these Grass Knots. This is gonna do a lot of nice neutral damage. Obviously Hypno is an absolute tank, so it's not gonna KO it, but we do get that shield there, and we're able to get to the next Grass Knot here. This is going to do, I believe, put it in the red, and then are we able to Bullet Seed down? We're not, but he does switch into Whiscash, so we're just gonna quickly throw this Grass Knot, and this should be a good game. Even if he takes out the Credilli, we have a Scrafty and our Sand Slash in the back. So second game against Woodsy 278, and this team has been doing really well. You know, a lot of kind of 4-on-1 sets, which I'm really happy with, just because, you know, like this guy has an Azumarill, so I mean, I'm obviously I didn't spend too much dust on this team, so I'm happy about that. And a lot of these Pokemon are Pokemon that I, you know, wanted to power up for Open Great League or, you know, other cups in the future anyway, so not wasted dust. So I'm gonna get off this Bulldoze against the Azumarill. Bulldoze is just not a very strong move, and Sand Slash, Alolan Sand Slash, isn't a ground type, so it doesn't get stabbed from it, so it doesn't do that much damage. But Ice Punch would have been resisted, so it definitely is the way to go. Gonna bring in the Credilli here. Now Credilli is going to take super effective damage, I believe double super effective damage from the Ice Beam. It doesn't one-shot the Credilli, but it definitely takes a lot, so I'm gonna just shield this up. So obviously we're going to do super effective damage with the Grass Knots, but my opponent still has 2 shield. So we're going to have to start burning these shield, getting off the Grass Knot here. The Azumarill is going to get to an Ice Beam after he shields this Grass Knot, but you can see it's not going to take us out. And we should be able to get to another Grass Knot after this. Bullet Seed is, after that buff kind of a few months ago, it charges energy really fast. So that's very nice. Unfortunately, it's very hard to farm down with it. Are we going for the farm down here? We're not, but we do switch into Scrafty to catch this Ice Beam. We have a ton of loaded energy on the Credilli, and he has an Altaria in the back. So we're gonna get off Foul Play here. This is gonna do nice neutral damage. And at this point, I was like kind of concerned because this Altaria is going to have a Sky Attack loaded. So it depends on, and I don't know if Credilli wins the CMP tie. So he does farm us down, and we're gonna go for the Stone Edge, and we do win CMP, which is absolutely crucial here. And this is going to take out the Altaria, and we should just Bullet Seed down the Azumarill, and that's going to be a good game. So very close battle there. I honestly had no idea that Credilli would have won that CMP tie. I was actually thinking that Altaria would have won, but Happy to see that Credilli has a higher attack stat. So he brings in a Machamp, and yeah, we really have. So this team is very weak to fighting, obviously. So every single one of our Pokemon takes super effective damage from fighting. So that's not good. But you know, if you think about it, like there's not a lot of Shadow Machamps out there, just because you know, people, there hasn't been a rocket event, so people aren't really running it. But we do see one here, and we can handle kind of the other fighters like Scrafty and Obstagoon. So we're gonna bring it back in the Scrafty. Do we shield here? So I should have recognized that this is a one move Machamp, because you know, obviously it's a shadow, so there hasn't been a rocket event, so it's probably just running rock slide, so there was probably no need to shield that, but I do shield that anyway. So we do take out the Machamp, and he has a Tropius in the back. We're gonna bring in our Alolan Sandslash right away. We're doing double super effective damage with the Powder Snow and the Ice Punch, but Tropius is such a tank. Brings back in the Bulldor, and I'm going for the Ice Punch here. Maybe I should have just went for the Bulldoze, but yeah, I probably should have. I'm not sure if a Bulldoze would have one-shot it, and in that case, it might be better to go with the Ice Punch route here. We take it out either way. Oh, one more Powder Snow does take it out. And then he's going to bring back in the Tropius, and we should be able to get to this Ice Punch. We are. And let's see if this takes out the Tropius. If it doesn't, it's going to put it very, very low, and it's not going to be able to farm us down. It does take it out. So good game to my opponent. As you can see, even with a Machamp, an opposing Machamp, we were still able to deal with it. You know, Scrafty and Credilli are pretty tanky. So in this next match, Rapidash, this is probably a Kanto Cup kind of carryover, so we're just gonna, it's very squishy, so we're just gonna go for these power punches, not even gonna try to build up to the foul play here. We want to get off the power up punch right away to boost our attack. We're gonna let this flame charge go. It does a nice chunk of damage, but we should be able to farm down the Rapidash here. We are, and he has a Wigglytuff, and we're not even able to get off a move. The charms do double super effective damage, but we have a great answer to Wigglytuff. It is the Alolan Sandslash. But he has an Obstagoon in the back, and again, this team is definitely not built to face fighters, especially in the back. Scrafty would have been our answer to this, and Credilli really doesn't do that well against Obstagoon here. You know, the counters are doing super effective damage, and Grass Knot, even though it does some nice neutral damage, it's not going to take it out. And he goes for the cross chop there, does some super effective damage. We're gonna go for the Grass Knot. He's probably gonna double shield here and just farm us down, and then our Sandslash really has no play against this Obstagoon. So this is probably looking like a loss here. Gonna shield this up, probably just a Night Slash because he knows we're gonna shield. Yeah, fishing for the attack boost. We're just gonna go for the Bulldoze. I don't know, like this is probably there's a lost game anyway. Probably would have done more than we probably wouldn't have been able to get to 2 Ice Punches. And he does land the cross chop there, and that is a good game. So good plays by my opponent. Yeah, it's a fighter in the back for this team is very hard, but you know, it's not too common. And as you can see, in certain cases, like in that game with Machamp, we were still able to deal with it. This is a terrible lead, so we're gonna go right into our Credilli here. Sandslash would have been the hard counter, but we didn't switch in the hard counter. And now he brings in a Arcanine, and Arcanine is only doing neutral. This is a Fire Fan Arcanine, and it's only doing neutral damage because of our rock typing. We're gonna bait here with the Grass Knot. I think he's gonna shield again just because we showed the Stone Edge, and he has a ton of energy now. We do get the shield, and we're 1 bullet seed away from the Stone Edge. He goes for the Wild Charge. Now the Stone Edge is 100% going to KO the Arcanine, especially with that Wild Charge debuff. We do, and we win switch advantage, which is absolutely critical. Again, we don't want to line up our Scrafty with the Whimsicott. He brings back in the Whimsicott, charms us down. That's okay. We're going to bring in our Alolan Sandslash. Alolan Sandslash doing super effective damage. We're resisting the charms, and we're going to resist any charge move, really, that Whimsicott throws at us. So this is looking good. That Ice Punch does so much damage, and we're not able to farm down, but again, we're going to resist whatever this is. Probably a Grass Knot because of our Steel typing. He switches into Obstagoon. I should have just switched out right away, but I'm going to throw this Ice Punch anyway. Gonna go into our Scrafty here, and we're doing double super effective damage, and we're gonna resist whatever this is, but probably just gonna shield this because Whimsicott is so low and it's not gonna get to a move, so might as well just shield that. And we have a Foul Play or Power Punch loaded, and this is, you know, even though it's resisted, Whimsicott I believe had like no health, so this is going to be a GG. So I did go 4-1 in that set, and yeah, this team, I'm really liking it so far. I mean, I was not expecting to win this many games with it. I wasn't expecting to win games in Catch Cup because I didn't want to invest too much. But yeah, I've been doing really well with this team. So if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are doing well in Catch Cup, but please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.